Alright, and welcome back to a driveway special, I guess you'd call it. It's all about experimenting today. And one of the things we experimented with was some leftover urethane primer. Actually, doesn't look too bad. This is just a simple leftover 2K urethane primer that I used on the truck on the other side of the garage many years ago. What was that? That would have been 10 years ago? 10 or 11? Yeah, anyways, so that's been sitting around. And the urethane primer catalyst is a solid brick. They really only have a lifespan of maybe about a month after opening. And since this one's been around for 11 or so years, it's kind of game over for it. But I did just have some leftover paint activator, single stage. So I was wondering if the paint activator can cure the primer. So essentially, when you look at the ingredients, you see HDI polymer, methyl 2-pentatone, toluene, butyl acetate, xylene, ethybenzene. Then we come over here, we got the methyl 2-pentatone, dicyanohexane. That's its version of the polymer. Heptanone, butyl acetate. So it's like that stuff is relatively similar. So that's where I was just curious if one could activate the other. And essentially, this is our leftover bucket, and as you can see, it's a cured urethane. So I think it'll actually work halfway decent, since the Crossfire needs a little quarter panel repaint. I'm going to experiment with a color matched spray can, but that spray can is kind of a, it looks like it's a lacquer, and the can primer I have is a enamel, and lacquer solvents and enamel does not mix. So to try to avoid some things, I wanted to use the urethane primer, which pretty much can have anything sprayed over it once it's cured. But anyways, back on over to this side, where it's a little more echoey. We've got a little toaster oven that we picked up from Hillbilly Hickmart. Last got her heated up a little bit past 400. And it's kind of been staying there, so that's good. And that's specifically for spraying down some Powdercoat. Now the experimental part is I've never tried powder coating something that has kind of like a zinc plate coating type of thing. So it might work, might not. Who knows? That's what we're experimenting with today. All right. I have no clue what paints I have where. So whatever's in this bucket's what it's going to be. It's either going to be a gloss black or a wrinkle black. See, we've got a good, maybe half a can of this. So all right, let's hook on our grounding wire. Test her out. All right, we're grounded pretty well through everything. So let's grab the air end. Let's see what we end up with. Ooh, too much pressure. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, they should be coated. A little bit low light going on in here, so getting a little fuzzy. But anyways, now it's time to go drag it over to the oven and shove it in there. All right, they're in. Now we just kick back and wait. Alright, back over here we can see how it's wrinkling up. I initially thought it was the gloss, but apparently it was wrinkle. So it is wrinkle finish. We'll have to wait for these to cool off a little bit and switch out to another set. Alright, let that last batch cool overnight. Now it's time to throw in the new batch. Alright, new batch is in. Time to let her cook up. Alright, now this batch is done. Let's open it up and let it cool off, and then I can take a look at the finished product. Alright, that's a full batch. That one's a little bit light on the bottom there, but that's where it bumped into the stove. So that should at least keep the majority of the corrosion at bay. So hopefully they won't look like a giant rust bucket. So that's probably going to do it for today. Next time we might actually start trying to use these ends, and we'll show you what it actually goes on. Make sure to keep an eye on all the builds and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.